Hello ladies and gentlemen and those in between, welcome back to my channel, Everett here, and today we're going to talk about my top 10 Filipino BL couples with chemistry. First of all, I would like to put emphasis on the fact that this list is based merely on the chemistry of the BL couples. This list has nothing to do with the series on the whole. This list has nothing to do with the acting skills, with the storyline of the series, or the music background, or even the cinematography. And to be honest with you guys, it's kind of hard for me to decide which BL couples stand out among the rest. And I made this list in line with how natural these BL couples are toward one another. And this is not just based on how popular and good looking these BL couples are. Yes, there are famous Filipino BL couples with huge fan base, but also there are some underrated BL couples who deserve much more attention and recognition. Anyway, I personally think that the Philippines has done a great job in producing quality BL series this year. So, without further ado, let's get started. At number 10, Karl and Gabriel of Gameboys the series. And before you Gameboys fanatics react, hear me out. Gameboys and Gaya sa Pelikula, in my opinion, are the best Filipino BL series in terms of quality. And by quality, I mean the storyline, the acting, the music background, and even the cinematography, and even chemistry. In fact, I'm such a big fan of Gameboys. Don't get me wrong. However, in terms of chemistry, I feel that Karl and Gabriel don't really have this natural interaction with each other. Maybe that's because they had to shoot the scenes at home by merely acting in front of the camera. Of course, this is not easy, and I just can't imagine how hard it was for the two of them to be able to pull off scenes. But to everyone's surprise, Elijah and Kokoy did such an amazing job. They were able to pull off their scenes, and of course, there's no question about their acting skills. I gotta say that they have such a bright future in the entertainment industry. Anyway, Gameboys is mainly centered around a romantic relationship blossomed during this coronavirus pandemic. It shows the pros and cons of being in a long-distance relationship, the things which partners who are geographically separated from one another have to deal with, and how they are able to overcome them. It is about a teenage streamer, Cairo, who is caught off guard when he receives a video call from a new online rival, Gabriel. What's more, he is surprised when this good-looking stranger with six-pack abs ask him out as soon as possible. This is a story of two online gamers who try their utmost to make a romantic relationship work during this coronavirus pandemic community quarantine, where people are basically not allowed that much to go outside the home. At number 9, BenXJim of BenXJim the series. I really love BenXJim, and whether you guys admit it or not, they are one of the most beautiful BL couples in the Philippine entertainment industry. And I've always been vocal about this. I have a huge crush on TJ Marquez. And when I first found out that TJ would star in a BL series, I was really excited about it. And I bet a lot of other BL fans out there would also want to see him play a BL character, because he has this aura of a typical BL character with a beautiful face and a charming smile. And geez, Jerome Ponce is not your ordinary actor who just pops up somewhere out there or out of the blue. He is a star, and both Jerome and TJ make such a beautiful pair. And my only problem with them is that I don't know if it's just me or there are other BL fans out there who feel in the same way, but I feel that they are both good looking, but something is missing in their chemistry. I feel that they were just doing their job. Like, obviously they were just acting in front of the camera, but undeniably the visuals just wow. Both of them are appealing to anybody's eyes. And I don't want to tell a lie, I feel a little bit disappointed with their edited kiss, and that speaks so much about them being uncomfortable doing what an actual gay couple does. Anyway, BenXJim is the story of Benjamin, also known as Ben, who is given an ultimatum to become financially self-reliant, or else he will move to America to live with his family. And because he doesn't want to move to America, he learns to survive on his own by selling anything online. The roller coaster ride of emotions all start when Ben's old neighbor and childhood friend Jimson, also known as Jim, moves back home and spends the enhanced community quarantine which is imposed by the government due to the coronavirus pandemic. BenXJim the series follows the story of two people who turn from childhood friends to long-lost best friends to lovers and finally to strangers with memories. At number 8, Danny and Aiden of boy band love the series. To be honest, I feel bad that this BL couple is somewhat underrated because apparently they deserve more attention. Danny actually gives me this Jack Roberto vibe, and Aiden reminds me so much of one of the most popular matinee idols of the 1990s, Matthew Mendoza. What I love about this couple is the fact that both of them are very comfortable working with one another.
Right.
I'm not saying that what makes a BL couple a good one is how good they kiss each other. Of course, that's given. But Aiden and Danny give you that realistic couple vibe. You know what I mean? Like, as a viewer, you can be really convinced that they are in love with each other, although obviously they were just playing their roles. Anyway, Boy Band Love is the story of a boy band rising to popularity, which is composed of Aiden, Danny, Jamie, and Rico. While they work hard to acquire celebrity, their journey to stardom is not easy because they clash with one another due to personality differences. This BL series tackles issues about the members of the LGBTQ+ community who desire to become famous in the entertainment industry. It is an eye-opener that informs the audience that everyone is equal and has the right to love, dream, and to be treated as human, regardless of one's sexual preferences. At number 7, Ken and Shake of My Extraordinary. Now, I understand that for other BL fans, Ken and Shake are not the typical super duper good looking BL couple in the BL universe, but they have certain angles that make them absolutely adorable. And in my opinion, there's something about Ken and Shake which makes their chemistry clearly beautiful. By that I mean, Shake expresses his emotions through his eyes perfectly impressively. And I love how he looks at Ken and quickly looks away. And the way Ken and Shake look at each other can really make you giddy. There is just this undeniable spark between the two of them. In fact, episode 5 is my most favorite episode because it highlights the chemistry of the two of them. But the only dissatisfaction I have with this series is that Ken and Shake have only a few sickening sweet moments. This series would be way better if the scriptwriter had placed much more emphasis on their love story instead of just rushing the scenes up from getting introduced to one another to instantly having special feelings toward one another. I think that they should have highlighted the chemistry even more because, come on guys, there's a spark between the two of them. Anyway, My Extraordinary is a story of two college students, Shake and Ken, and how they live in their own world. Ken is a popular and kind-hearted university sophomore who meets Shake, who is a shy freshman and university scholar, through a basketball game brawl. After dealing with their misunderstandings, the two young men get close with one another right away. Because their friendship blossoms into an intimate relationship, Sandy, who is Ken's childhood friend, becomes jealous and tells Ken's mother about how close Ken and Shake are, which preempts their romantic love affair. And as a result, Ken gets paranoid about the fact that his mom finds out his sexual orientation, leading him to drive recklessly. My Extraordinary is a tender story about innocence, friendship, the beauty of awakening desire, acceptance, and how time heals all wounds. At number 6, Dale and James of Meet Me Outside. Yes, you hear it right. Dale and James of Meet Me Outside. They may be one of the newest BL couples we have today, but let's face it, their chemistry outshines the rest of these BL couples. There's something about the two of them that can make you all giddy easily and effortlessly. Like the way they look at each other, even the simple gestures, the way they smile at one another can give you these butterflies. This BL couple is rising to popularity, and I'm sure that a lot of BL fans out there agree with me. And honestly speaking, I'm not really satisfied with Genesis being paired up with Migs. That's because I don't feel their chemistry at all, because it feels more like watching two guys in a romantic relationship than a romantic relationship. However, Genesis and Kaloy have a striking chemistry. Their chemistry can leave you speechless, and by just looking at them can put a big smile on your face. They are the type of BL couple that can make you smile all throughout every episode of the series. And as I've already said in my previous vlog, if I had to choose one face to represent the face of the Filipino BL series, it would be Genesis. Anyway, Meet Me Outside is a story of two young men alone for the holidays for different reasons, drawn to one another on the day before Christmas after a conversation through the Blued app. This is a story of a broken-hearted social media influencer who goes on vacation and accidentally meets someone in the same hotel where he stays. This is one BL series that shows that not everyone active on gay applications look only for sex. Some hope to find true love, even through gay applications where most people don't take love seriously. At number 5, Key and Chen boys lock down the series. Who doesn't love this couple? Key and Chen are simply adorable, and both of them has this light and bubbly aura that can make the viewers feel so good. Chen is such a sweetheart, and I just love how he speaks English almost all of the time, especially when he interacts with his older sister. He is so charismatic that you would get drawn to him by merely listening to him speak in English. And of course, the chemistry between Key and Chen is on point. The first meeting in that grocery store is simply memorable. With their face masks on, both of them look so cute. And there's something about the two of them which can make you instantly get hooked on them. And I must say, Key and Chen make the cutest Filipino BL couple. Anyway, Boys Lockdown is a story about finding love in this chaotic time of coronavirus pandemic. This is a story of two young boys who secretly like one another without them actually knowing it. Key has a crush on Chen, and he follows Chen on his social media account, and Chen also has a crush on Key, who he first sees in a garage sale. While it is certainly not the best time to go out and meet someone to fall in love with, Key and Chen find each other in the middle of the enhanced community quarantine by chance and connect in ways that surprise the two of them. As they get to know each other despite all of these restrictions, challenges, and even dangers stemming from the pandemic, something very special starts to blossom between the two of them. At number 4, Banjo and Camilla of Why Love Why the series. Okay, this might come as a surprise to you guys because I know that there are some BL fans who already stopped watching the series because first, let's admit it, there are unnecessary characters, irrelevant stories, and above all the fact that this series gets involved in politics is a major turnoff for most BL fans. However, let's not deny and oversee the amazing chemistry between Banjo and Emil. Banjo and Emil are so natural. I'm just at a loss for words right now. You know that feeling when you want to fall in love with just seeing two people being so sweet? This couple brings so much joy to a lonely heart. And I'm sure that those who love this couple will agree with me. Their chemistry actually gives me this Ace in the Sky vibe of My Data series. And to be honest, I feel bad for the two of them because they are so underrated and they deserve much more attention. Anyway, Why Love Why the series is a story of two straight men named Banjo and Emil. They are assigned to be thesis partners by their professor. Emil is now financially capable to do online research, agrees to stay in Banjo's penthouse unit. Banjo finances everything needed to be paid for. When a couple who lives in the same building turns positive to coronavirus, the building is locked down for a month, giving Banjo and Emil the chance to get to know each other on a deeper level. Staying together makes them realize how important they are toward one another and causes them to fall in love with each other. At number 3, Karl and Vlad of Gaya sa Pelikula. Gaya sa Pelikula is another BL series with a huge fan base. In fact, if you ask BL fans what the best Filipino BL series is, they will surely tell you it's either Gameboys or Gaya sa Pelikula. And I must say that Karl and Vlad are one of the best Filipino BL couples with chemistry. They are the BL couple that will make you have second thoughts going back to watching video game BL series. Their chemistry is so powerful that you cannot appreciate any other BL couples after watching Gaya sa Pelikula. And I bet a lot of BL fans who have already seen this series have a hard time moving on, right? And to my mind, Karl and Vlad are gems of the BL universe, and they are the BL couple that can make you proud of being a Filipino. Anyway, Gaya sa Pelikula is a story of a 19-year-old introverted architecture student who is in the middle of an identity crisis. His name is Karl, and unfortunately, he is named after his older brother who dies at a very young age. And it feels like he has to live the life of his dead older brother because that's how his parents see him and treat him. And even worse, his parents put pressure on him to major in architecture for the sake of their dream house. Not to mention the fact that if his older brother were alive, his parents would want him to be an architect. But in truth, Karl deep down wants to make films, and he struggles with going on learning architecture as he is not really happy about it. So, as part of their family tradition, Karl moves into his uncle's condominium unit where he learns to be financially independent. As a result, he decides to take an online writing job to sustain his daily needs. While expecting the first day out for his work, his client suddenly goes missing in action, which makes it difficult for him to pay for his monthly rental fee. However, an opportunity presents itself when his cocky neighbor Vlad has to hide from his family and proposes to share college space for the rest of the semestral break in exchange of paying up his monthly rent. At number 2, my personal favorite, Asian Sky of My Day the series. You may not agree with me, but personally, I suppose when it comes down to chemistry, the chemistry between Asian Sky is a notch higher than these BL couples. In fact, their chemistry, in my opinion, saved the entire series from the mean and destructive criticisms and negative impressions. I so love how natural Miko and Ace are toward one another, and I was like, am I still watching Asian Sky or Miko and Aki? Because their portrayal of their characters is so convincing, it's so real, and geez, they learn to overcome that awkwardness which I believe all actors playing BL characters go through while filming a series. They're so comfortable with each other that they are willing to do whatever to make the whole show a great success. They honestly remind me so much of Fighter and Tutor of Why Are You the series, and of course Corn and Knock of Together With Me the series. And I don't know what else to say. I'm just I'm just at a loss for words. Their chemistry just leaves me speechless. Anyway, My Day the series is a romantic comedy BL series about a determined culinary intern named Sky who makes his way into a multi-billion-dollar food company called Aces and Cakes. This series is like a typical television series where one of the main characters, who belongs to a middle-class family, tries hard to survive the challenges and win the heart of his wicked boss. The storyline is pretty usual where one of the main characters dates a girl and then eventually realizes that he is attracted to a man. So he gets pretty confused about his sexuality, which is pretty common especially in Thai BL series. So if you haven't seen the series yet, expect to see the usual cat and dog fight between the two main characters. At number 1, dun 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 dun, the most beautiful Filipino BL couple, Xavier and Miko of Hello Stranger. Did any one of you see it coming? I'm sure most of you did. Their chemistry is through the roof. It's beautiful beyond description. And in fact, I am very proud to say that among all of these Filipino BL couples that we have today, Tony and JC make the most beautiful pair in the Philippine BL entertainment industry. They are the BL couple who doesn't need to kiss each other. Even that simple, tight hug can pierce through your heart. I really love how natural Miko's facial expressions are. I like the way he looks at Xavier. Geez, it can make you smile out from ear to ear. Of course, Tony Labrusca, aka Xavier, is undoubtedly the most popular Filipino BL actor to venture into Filipino BL series. He is the hottest BL character ever. Period. Anyway, Hello Stranger is a story about two boys who first meet online as strangers who don't seem to like each other very much, but are again brought together by circumstances that change their lives forever. When Miko, a nerdy college student, organizes an online quiz night with his friends, he is surprised when the school's popular basketball player Xavier joins in and insults them. Little does Miko know that this won't be the last time he will be seeing Xavier. They both cross paths for a school project, and despite their differences, the two boys get to form an unlikely bond that goes beyond friendship through their several online interactions, and eventually they fall in love with each other. Anyway, all of these Filipino BL couples have their own strengths, and all of them are so beautiful that they can make you proud of being a Filipino. And I won't be surprised if you have your most favorite Filipino BL couple, like your number 1 Filipino BL couple, from my list. So please let me know your top 10 Filipino BL couples with chemistry in the comment section below. Anyway, I guess that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when my next video comes out. Peace outie! Danny actually gives me this Jack Roberto vibe, and Aiden reminds me so much of one of the most popular matinee, however you pronounce it. Not even sure about it. At number 6, Dale and James? Dale and James.